So on this channel, we talk a lot about why Stellantis vehicles, like Jeeps, aren't selling. Well, here you go. Hey, it's Tim, Pickup Truck Plus SUV Talk. I'm going to show you in this video about this Ford Bronco Everglades. I'll tell you what's new with it. Keep the wind in my face. I did some off-roading with it a while ago at a big ranch. We'll talk more about that. But let's talk about why this sells so well and why it's been such a big deal. If you look at Jeep sales, they're down by like 13,000 units. This Ford Bronco sold 26,000 units in the last quarter. So definitely a big improvement in sales for the Ford Bronco, stealing those sales from Jeep Wrangler. So you have a little bit wider, right? So the Bronco, inside the cabin, just a little bit wider, more shoulder room. It rides better. You have 35s in this Everglades. Comes in at like mid-50s, so a good price point. You get the warmer winch in the front. I do have the air intake here, which is pretty cool. One of the cool things with this air intake is you flip it. So we have one side for air coming this way, but if you have snow and ice and things, you unbolt, and it goes back here. So it's pretty clever, and they give you all the tools inside the cabin. I'll show you more of the interior here in a little bit. Come on the sides, we have a nice four-door, good-looking vehicle. As we come around and see planes slamming over my head, we have recovery points back there. The door's nice. So what's nice with this is, if you've done Jeep Wranglers and stuff, the door gets kind of heavy. Even the 35s, the door isn't that heavy. Okay, it's easy to open. As we come around, you got good seating in the second row. Doors come off, simple. Unbolt, pull them right off. The door panels come off, the ceiling panels come off easily. You don't have to leave this on a trailhead. You keep your mirrors on the vehicle. Unlike Jeep Wrangler, the mirrors pop off or stay on because you lose the mirrors because they're attached to the door. This, unless you keep them on, unless you do a Mopar kit with the Jeep Wrangler, you have an adapter kit that moves them up. But this is already to go. Mirrors stay on. Inside the cabin, we have comfortable seats. Again, good ride quality. We have the controls here, the shifter, and the good sound system. And actually, what's interesting with the doors and tops off, it's not very loud in this cabin. So we're going to head back to the ranch. I'm going to tell you more about off-roading and show you some more footage on this Jeep Wrangler. It's a different day, but same content and concept. Stay with me on this one. Let's go to the ranch. Here's what it's like at 70 miles an hour in the Bronco. Just cruising along, pretty smooth. If you hit a dip in the road though, you do feel it, 35s. But this is the sound in the cabin. Now there's an easy fix for that wind noise. It's called turning up the radio. So it's that moment you're trying to film a vehicle review, and the horses came down to see what's going on. So there's the horses there, and they're They're looking at the Bronco. So you'll see this later on in a TikTok video. But yeah, they're checking the Bronco out. What do you guys think, huh? You guys are strong, big. Yeah, I'm gonna get my camera gear, okay? Can you give me some space? No, can you go? I think that's what they do. Go, come on, give me some space there, guys. Jesus criminy. It's a big, couple thousand acres out there. We can all get along. Let me film my video. That is what you have in this Ford Bronco walking around. This one is $58,770 all in. And I think that's pretty incredible. I mean, you got the hardtop rails are included, the sound deadening headliner, which has got this foam, this piece of, I guess this piece of foam kind of on there, felt. It does help quite a bit. Sasquatch package, the front axle locking differential, and I do have, I can show them right up here if the sun glare is going to be nice to me. You see them right there. Okay, so you have locking differential, you have trail turn assist, which if you haven't heard that mode before, it's really cool. When you're on a trail, you can press that button, it'll hold one of the rear tires, allows you to make a really tighter turn. It actually holds that tire and allows the outside tire to move. So you really tight turn. I've seen that on different trails. Guys taking a type of vehicle like this, they have that carry behind kitchen and they make a tight U-turn or something with that additional kitchen, off-road kitchen behind them, able to make that turn really nice and easily. So we talked about 2024 Azure matte gray, 17-inch carbon gray aluminum wheels with a 35-inch tires. We have rock rails, hard top. I have the roof rails with crossbars, AM/FM 7-speaker system. I have navigation in that. Sasquatch package is what we talked about, 35s and things. We have the air inlet, we have the front axle locking differential, and we have floor liners that are plastic, and they say Bronco on them. So all in, we have $58,770. Now, that to me is a pretty good price. I had a lot of people in this weekend, and they were surprised. They were like, they thought it'd be more expensive. They were surprised how well it rides and how quiet-ish it is with the doors and stuff on. Now, we took it with the doors off and played around with it a little bit, and it's still a good vehicle. It's still, yeah, you give up a little bit of wind in the cabin with the doors off, but who cares? It's good fun. Now, why do I say that's a good price? Why did I talk about Jeep Wrangler? Well, I went on my sheet of paper here to Jeep.com this morning, did my research before I did this video, and I priced out a Rubicon. I figured the Rubicon package is pretty close to what this package is with the Sasquatch. So I did a Wrangler Rubicon. You get the 33-inch tires instead of 35s. You get 35s with the Bronco. You have the 3.6 liter V6, so a bigger engine, but it's not turbocharged. And this turbocharged engine is going to feel a lot faster than the naturally aspirated. So I know people don't always like turbos or concerned about reliability. I'll give you that one. That may be a thing the Wrangler gets over the Bronco, but if you want a more spirited driving experience, the Bronco is much better. You can get a 6-speed automatic in the Rubicon. This case, I have an 8-speed. It could be. Or the 8-speed is standard. In this case, I have a 10-speed on the Bronco, but you have manual mode. And I've always thought manual mode, you can shift the gears and things. Is it as perfect as running a clutch and all the experiences driving that? No, Wrangler gets a little bit more edge with that with the clutch. But to me, manual mode and where you can modulate the gears yourself and press up and down, you can hold those gears, you get some of those benefits. Automatic transmission for the Wrangler Rubicon is a $2,500 addition. Now, that price is out at $65,255, so it is about $7,000 more for the Wrangler versus the Bronco. The Wrangler, to me, is also smaller in the cabin. You don't get much shoulder space. You have a much tighter cabin. The Ford Bronco is much, much bigger in the cabin. I don't think the Wrangler rides as nice on the highways, and I don't think the Wrangler versus the Bronco, I feel like the Bronco's probably better quality. You know, Jeep has long been known as being one of the most unreliable vehicles in the marketplace, and this Ford Bronco so far has been pretty reliable, I think. I think overall, I haven't heard that much noise back from the forum. There's been concerns about the hard top. There's been a few issues here and there, but I think overall they've done a much more reliable vehicle in the Ford Bronco than a Jeep Wrangler. So it's fun to drive, fun driving down the road. It's really cool. If I had a chance, I'd buy one of these and keep it for the channel for years and years, because I just think it's such a cool rig. What do you guys think? Put your thoughts down below. Check out other videos up over here. Website down below as well. PickupTruckTalk.com. As always, thanks for watching. I will see you down the road.